Wow, it's already 2020 and we're already messing up in the world. Hey everyone, Gaming Host Home Video back with another video, and yeah, it's 2020, thank god this decade's already over. But hey, I might as well do another video just to add something to my content here. But, hey, at least I got something on here. So, I don't know what else to upload. I didn't do anything that's special or interesting. I mean, I got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for my Nintendo Switch, so that's nice. But I also got two, DVDs of Shrek. Well, we have Shrek 5 coming, as I heard. Um, so I guess celebration of that, I suppose we'll take a look at Shrek and Shrek 2 on DVD as an unboxing video of the sort. Not like new, I mean, I had, well, kind of new because I just got these as replacements to my previous DVDs I had of these two films. But, why not we take a look at both of these films and give them a closer look? Of course, we must first talk about the first Shrek film, debuting all the way back in May 18th of 1991. And of course, it was then re-released on VHS and DVD later in November 2nd of the same year. There's actually a bit of history regarding the video release of Shrek. It was released on the same day as Pixar's Monsters Inc. as it premiered in theaters on November 2nd, 2001. Since videos, Disney VHS and DVDs at the time were released on Tuesdays, Disney's executives did not really receive this well, saying that it was a move that seemed like, quote unquote, an underhanded attempt to ship off some of their films stream. Apparently saying Wikipedia, it's right next to me right here. DreamWorks responded that it simply shifted the release to a Friday because it was more of an event and predicted that other studios would do more frequently than important films. By the time it was, at the time as Monsters Inc. premiered in the weekend, on its opening weekend, it already grossed 62 million, breaking the record of an animated film, while Shrek's video release made more than $100 million. It would have become the biggest selling DVD at the time, selling 5.5 million copies in sales. Shrek generated more than 420 million in revenue for DreamWorks on DVD and VHS sales. And let's see. And according to sales as of January 2002, it had sold more than 21 to 23 million copies. No. It sold 21 million copies of the 23 million shipped by January 2002. And worldwide, Shrek sold 10 million DVDs worldwide up to that point. So, let's take a look at both of these releases. Now, let's take a look at the VHS release. Now, this isn't the original VHS release. No. This is a reissue from the 2003, 2002, because I wanted it in a clamshell case, because originally it came in this big, cardboard slipcover case. I'll give you a bit of an example. Okay, so here's the, slipcover here. It's Wayne's World, okay? Here, I'll take out the VHS for a split second. Expect it was, like bigger than the actual size. It was much bigger. It was pretty much the same size and width as a usual VHS clamshell case, but it was in a plastic slipcover, and I did not like it. So this is why I got this release. I got it for like $7 on eBay back in like 2017. I don't know, but they did this to re-release their films in a much lower price. They did this with the DVDs too. They would re-release Shrek around that time for just one disc, which sucked because this is a 2-disc set. But, yeah, this is the reissue cover. They did this with other of their other movies too. They did it with Ants, On the Road to El Dorado, Chicken Run, The Prince of Egypt, and its home video sequel, Joseph King of Dreams. It's still the same VHS. It still contains the original, like, trailers and everything, like the trailer for Spirit, the Master of Cimarron. But it did add a trailer for all their other films that were re-released at a low price, like I just said. It also still contains the extended ending of Shrek's Karaoke Dance Party. And, okay, I just can't say the mother. This is still a classic. Sure, we all know him as the one who, isn't ogre unless it's ogre. Shrek is love, Shrek is life. That kind of crap. But it's still a worthwhile movie. I will admit some of the jokes are kind of dated. Again, this was 2001. But they still did a great job. And of course, as you can see on the moniker here, It won an Academy Award for Best Animated Feature Film, the first of its kind to win the award. It was the first ever animated film, the first CGI film, and the first computer animated film to win the award. Alright, so let's take a look at the tape itself. As you may see, it has an ink label. DreamWorks VHS tapes and some of their DVDs up until, I believe, Over the Hedge or Flushed Away. They were actually released by Universal. Before now, where their releases now are being distributed by Universal. These were actually released by Universal. If you compare these to a VHS tape from Universal, like their label, it would basically look the same, except the DreamWorks Animation logo would be replaced by Universal logo, along with the title. I have another one that has the case. I have the shell for Saving Private Ryan, as you may see. I do own the actual VHS of Saving Private Ryan. I just wanted to get this one, just have film. But here's the label itself in closer detail. And it has a print date of October 18th of 2003. Pretty simple VHS. It was still on the market for years, up until the mid to late 2000s. The most later copy I found was from 2006, which is bizarre. But yeah, there goes the VHS release. Continuing with the Shrek release, we have the 2-disc Special Edition DVD set. This was one of DreamWorks, I believe it was DreamWorks' first 2-disc set. I believe it's their only 2-disc set. I guess it's because they wanted to conjunct with, well, I can't say Monsters Inc.'s release because that was a 2-disc set, and this was just a year before Monsters Inc. premiered on VHS and DVD. But I could be truly wrong. But this is still a great set. Finding Nemo will later do this, but Shrek, each disc contained a different version of the film. The first disc would be in full screen, and the second disc would be in widescreen, which is nice, where you can have both films in a row. Like, if you have a 4x3 television like this one here, you just put it into widescreen, the full screen disc. If you have a 16:9 television, or the fact you want to watch it in its original aspect ratio on a 4x3 television, you could just pop in the widescreen DVD. So yeah, so definitely different ways to watch it. Most DVD providers did this. Unlike, well, some later DVDs down the line, which just have two different versions of the film released separately. Like, there would be a full screen version and a widescreen version. We'll continue with that trend with Shrek 2, but for now, let's take a look at the film release itself. As you may see, comes with a ton of bonus features. Over 6 hours, apparently, of bonus features. Apparently it's a DVD first here. Here's the bonus features here. I'll just show you the entire back there. Record your own voiceover with different characters and lines with 12 entire scenes. Apparently it's a DVD first. And as you see, as an exclusive here. Hints for Shrek Xbox video game, only available on this DVD. Yeah, the game still sucks. I actually tried it once. It's definitely not that great. But it does contain one of my favorite bonus features ever in a DVD. But it's in the insert that's in here, so we'll take a look at that right now. And of course, being that it's a 2-disc set, it contains a dual-layer disc, which means you're able to add a lot more bonus features in here. So let's take a look at the discs first. As you can see, there's disc 1. Like I said, this contains the full screen version. And disc 2 has the widescreen version. As you see, there's Donkey right there. And then there's Shrek on disc 1. And like I said, it contains the inserts. I'll put that on the side for a minute. It's basically the same as the front. It's basically the whole thing, just that it's a little smaller. A little fold out. And it has some production notes, where it's an intro of Shrek's technology in terms of its animation, how it would become one of the best looking at the time. It was only $60 million in terms of its budget, so it's pretty impressive. So here's all the bonus features. It has one little flap here. And disc 2 is where it is. The Attack of Shrek, and a grossing look at the production of its animation. I love this bonus feature. It goes through everything that the animation has. How it was storyboarded, then we'll go to the technical directors, how it was all modeled, the entire um production in general of the animation itself. Apparently had 3 billion leaves on all the trees. In terms of when it was being animated. But I love it a lot. There is also a making up special here. I believe it's in here too. A fascinating behind the scenes feature. I believe it was a HBO special. Should we see there? Shrek in the Swamp Karaoke Dance Party. Yeah, it's a great set overall. Oh yeah, on the back contains some other releases from DreamWorks, like Ants, The Road to El Dorado, Chicken Run, Joseph King of Dreams, and The Prince of Egypt, and some other DreamWorks releases, like Saving Private Ryan, American Beauty, Gladiator, and Haunting and Dreams, The Peacemaker, their first film they distributed, I believe. Galaxy Quest, I love Galaxy Quest, and What Lies Beneath. And working with the DVD-ROM, of course, with the Shrek voiceover thing that they have here. Yeah. So that is the DVD of Shrek. It's still a great set, up there with Pixar's DVD sets back in the early 2000s before Cars, because after that they had all their mindsets on Blu-ray when it comes to bonus feature sets. But how about we continue with Shrek 2? So yeah, this is the DVD of Shrek 2. So yeah, Shrek 2, it debuted in theaters back in May 19th, 2004. It became an instant hit. Like, it has a bigger budget than the first film, containing $100 million, but it would gross $919 million, almost grossed a whole $1 billion. Apparently, it scored the second largest 3-day opening weekend in the U.S. in U.S. history, and the largest opening for an animated film of its time in terms of its release. It would win and become the highest-grossing film in 2004. It would also become DreamWorks Animation's most successful film to date and held the title for the highest-grossing animated film of all time until Toy Story 3 premiered back in 2010. In terms of the highest-grossing animated film of all time, I actually do not know. I know the highest-grossing film ever is Avengers Endgame, but highest-grossing animated film? Hold on a moment. Oh, apparently the highest grossing animated film is the live action Lion King. What is sort of live action? The Lion King remake from last year. Oh my god, that was a really big disappointment. I mean, I'm glad I didn't see it in theaters, but I'm glad because, well, it wasn't that great. Oh boy. Last year was rough. Anyway, just like its predecessor, Shrek 2 was released on VHS and DVD on November 5th, 2004. Well, it was released once again in November, but it was released on November 5th. It was also on Game Boy Advance Video. It was these little cartridges for Game Boy Advance from Majesco, which you can watch all my episodes of cartoons and watch movies on the go on Game Boy Advance. It was revolutionary. I actually used to own it on VHS years ago. Well, on Game Boy Advance Video, since I used to own a Game Boy Advance back in the day. It was the only GBA video I owned, and I loved it to death. I don't own it anymore, but I'll try my best to find it. What's interesting about this release is that we all know the classic short that premiered with the VHS and the DVD release. Far, Far Away, Idle Word characters. Apparently, it's like an event that happened after the film, where they would do like a Far Away, like a American Idol spoof. Hell, it even starred Simon Conwell, who was, of course, still in American Idol to this day, which is pretty funny. Shrek and Fiona would also critique on the appearances too. In terms of its importance, is that it's a bonus feature on the DVD, where the one who owns the film, after every performance is over, you're able to pick and choose which would be the winner. Apparently, when it was then released onto like TV viewings and Netflix, Simon, there would be no winner. Simon would be the one who would perform. There would be no winner. However, on the VHS release, right when the performances end, they would put up a link of DreamWorks website where you would choose which of the performers would win. Apparently, 3 days after the DVD and VHS release, okay, and that falls, of course, over $750,000 vote cast. The winner of the competition was Doris, the ugly stepsister. You know, who's the guy? You know, the one with the man voice. I still love that. I still love that short. It's still loads of fun. It's funny and it's overall just a relaxing short. Um, just like I said when I talked about Shrek, this came in two different DVD releases. As you see on the bottom right corner of the cover, this is the widescreen edition. There was also a full screen edition DVD. It wasn't released on like Shrek in a 2-disc set. From well, they kind of started with Ants, but they didn't do any other 2-disc set unless it was a double pack with another movie. But it was still a single disc set. DreamWorks still do that to this day. Unlike their Blu-ray releases, which will come in packs like Blu-ray and DVD, you kind of get the gist. And as you may see right there, vote for your favorite character from 11 hit songs. And of course, even though it's still a single disc, it's still a dual layer disc. And I gotta give DreamWorks some applause. They definitely know how to pack enough bonus features into a single disc. As you may see, it has a decent amount. It even has its own tech of Shrek. But I won't admit it's not as good, it's not as long. The original was 30 minutes long. This one, it's still decent, but I wish it was just a little longer. It has technical goofs, apparently some animation errors that appeared in the test animations. Shrek's music room, Counting Crow's music video, sing along with Fairy Godmother, and many more. It's still a decent set, even for a single disc. So here's the disc itself, in full color and everything. Before, I believe, Over the Hedge, DreamWorks had full color on their discs. Ever since they were owned by Paramount, up until Rise of the Guardians, they were, usual gray discs, as Paramount still does, ever since 2006. But when they were releasing their films under 20th Century Fox, they were in full color again. And as a Universal, they had no artwork, but at least they were multicolored. The DVD of Over the Hedge I used to have, it was a purple disc, which was kind of unique. The only difference you would see from the discs if you have the full screen or widescreen release. So as you can see on the disc there, if I put it in a different frame, let me mess with the lighting there. As you may see, 1.85:1 original aspect ratio, enhanced for widescreen TVs, and it would say full screen on there as well. Mine also included some inserts, which we'll take a look right now. Actually, let's just go through this one now. It's a mail-in rebate when you combine purchase a qualifying digital camera and a qualifying HP printer. An HP all-in-one product, say $50. Yeah, that's nice. And here's a little fold out. Fold it out for you guys. Contains some ads and some savings and offers can do. Apparently, Shrek had a cereal. Yeesh. An ad for it too, Family Pictures. Thunderbirds. I believe there was a preview of Thunderbirds on the VHS of Shrek 2. A deal on Twinkies. An ad for Shrek 2, the video game. I actually thought it wasn't half bad. I mean, it was mediocre, but at least it was one where it was playable. It's actually a lot more fun in multiplayer. It was released on Xbox, PS2, and GameCube. I'd love to get it on GameCube. Again, I own a GameCube. I'd love to get multiplayer games on here one day. I kind of knew the GameCube for multiplayer, but you can take a look at my review of that later. And save some money on popcorn, Act 2 popcorn, and kids' cuisine. And $1 off up to $6 thick burger on Carl's Jr. or Hardee's. Yeah, it's already had two different names. You should have set the savings account there. Buy 2 of the following DVDs from here and get a free DVD. And as you may see here, here's an ad of the DVDs that they released. Like I said, around 2003 when the VHS was released, they did it with the DVDs too, as you may see with this DreamWorks Animation banner. Go around this border. As you may see, hot low price for a limited time. Collect them all. And this actually would come with the insert. This would be the only insert that would come with the Shrek 2 VHS. Free M&M's minis, Swamp Mix. They would M&M's actually did an ogre-sized M&M's back when it was came out. It even had a whole commercial and everything. Just search it up. Eminem Shrek 2 commercial. It's actually really hilarious. I actually did realize that Peanut, the yellow M&M, was played by J.K. Simmons. Yeah, that J.K. Simmons. Pretty bizarre that a big Hollywood actor would play a candy of all things. I mean, Billy West was the voice of Red, so I can't say nothing. And that's pretty much it for the DVD Shrek 2. Wow, I can't believe this video has been over 20 minutes. I can't believe it. Even for something as small as an unboxing, I still have to be very informative. That's pretty much it. I hope this quenches your thirst of joining the channel. I'll try to upload as much as I can if I ever get anything new or just have nothing else better to do. Hope you like, comment, subscribe. Check out my Instagram, ZigZagTheGrand. I just hit 200 followers. Thanks to my Instagram followers. Thank you so much. Till then, like halfway through, I just got Chinese food, so I might as well eat it.